What I do, Naysayer Nation. We are back with the Aftershow Podcast, and I am back with a camera that actually works. Thank goodness. Shout out to Amazon for the 3-hour delivery. And shout out to eMeet for having a decent 4K camera for a very good price so far. I got to test it. This is my test run on the stream, and it's running just dandy. So we're
Yes, I was just telling him, I'm like, oh, your camera looks good. It definitely looks better than the last one.
Yeah, the last one was I legitimately had it since I started YouTube, which was in 2021. So definitely was due for an upgrade, and we got it. So we got another wonderful show for y'all. Shout out to the chat, yapping it away. Geo is first. Congrats, my friend. Shout out to Old Man Eastwood. Travis, hope you feel better. What's up, Gabe Bond? Guessing he got First Light and enjoyed it. Just a wild guess. What's up, Super Patrick? How you doing, my friends? Thank you for tuning in. We are, of course, live once again on YouTube and Twitch at the same damn time. Make sure you smash the like button, all that good stuff for algorithm purposes. Today's show, we got to talk about Summer Game Fest. We're just going to preview the whole week because it's a big week. We got the PlayStation State of Play on Tuesday. We got the Summer Game Fest. Jeff Keighley hosts this show on Friday. And then we have the Xbox Showcase Sunday, Jay. It's Sunday. Just so you know. We'll talk about all the latest rumors, confirmed games, and what have you. With that, I've also been watching Spider-Man Noir, which just hit Amazon a few days ago.
I'm actually watching that with my wife. We're 4 episodes in, 5.
Yeah, I'm like five, almost 6 episodes in. So we can give our impressions there as well. Of course, this is also the launch week of 007, and we got to talk about that because I played it, of course, and it's amazing. We also we'll talk about the sales, which were very impressive so far, and of course, it's a high-profile game releasing in the Big 2-6, which means the Culture War chuds are all over that. So we'll get into that. But first, we have to give a shout out to Ethical Hoops. Ethical Hoops have won. Wemby and the Spurs have defeated the Oklahoma City Thunder in a thrilling Game 7 victory in the Western Conference Finals. I watched every minute of it. I was on the edge of my seat, yelling and cursing a lot, and I was so happy. Generational hate watch. I was so thrilled to see the Thunder beat those floppers once and for all and cement Wemby as not only the best player in the world, but the true biological father of Chet Holmgren, who has following his 2-point 4-point 4-rebound performance in Game 7 officially had Wemby's name added to his birth certificate under father. So shout out to Wemby for being a new dad. Looking forward to seeing him go against the Knicks on a Tuesday, I believe, which is wild. Not only is it wild that how this played out, but first time the Knicks have been to the finals since 1999.
And that was against the Spurs. I remember.
And it was also against the Spurs.
This is 100% factual, by the way. I 100% believe this.
3 years from now, we hate on the Spurs. Absolutely not. Unless they take up the mantle of flopping, I will not be hating on the Spurs in any time. I love Wemby. I've always liked San Antonio. I think they're a top class organization. and never had really any beef with them at all. I thought Tim Duncan was great. Obviously, I prefer KG, but respect the hell out of Duncan. Love Ginobili's game. Loved Tony Parker. Love Kawhi before he went Hollywood. So I have no beef with the Spurs. Think they're great. Think Wemby's amazing. Like he's going to go down as, if he's healthy, it's the greatest player of all time. Just everything about him you want in a superstar. He wears his emotions on his sleeve. He's passionate. He works hard, extremely. Like he not only does he work extremely hard, he has that Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, psychopath DNA.
Mhm.
like he takes everything personally. Like literally, he has this one sided beef with Chet Holmgren, all because his team lost to Chet's Team USA in like the under 19, and Chet got MVP. He's never let it go since.
I mean, to be fair, USA should be winning every international basketball anything. So
well, that particular game could be argued that that Wemby's team should have won, because the only reason they actually lost is because Wemby was in foul trouble, and those fouls were, let's say, questionable to say the least. So I definitely valid crash out, but holding it this grudge all these years is kind of insane, and I love it. He's an absolute maniac, and I'm here for the Wemby ride. I'm all about it. Love this guy. I heard Darren Fox mention that he literally like uh refuses to look at any blue light after 9 p.m. because he wants to get plenty of rest. He's actually a dedicated psychopath. I love it.
I mean, I respect that. And the crazy thing to think is he's what, like 21, 22?
22 years old.
And he's probably only going to get better. Like,
I mean,
he is definitely not at his peak,
No, I mean,
like,
yeah, he's already the best defensive player in the NBA, and I can see he's got a lot to grow still offensively, and even then he averaged 27 points a game in his first trip to the conference finals.
It's not surprising that he grew. If he really grew an inch this year, it's not really surprising, because a lot of people think that Jason Tatum is actually 7 feet tall now.
I remember reading that, like, because I know he came in the league at like 6'8",
yeah,
and
he did. I think he was actually 6'10". He does not. He wants to be considered shorter than he is.
yeah, I do remember like sometime after he came into the league, they said he grew and he was like 6'10", 6'11". That
Yeah.
was the
So
that was the year he's finally started attacking the basket instead of settling for like contested middies.
yeah. So I don't really understand that philosophy, but whatever. But I think Kevin Garnett was the same way. I don't think he wanted to be identified as a 7-footer.
Yeah, definitely Durant. Like Durant's always capping about how he's like 6'9". I'm like, bro.
It's weird because usually you hear about the opposite. There are people that are like, they're trying to be taller than they actually are, but
those are typically guards, because if you're shorter on a guard, they definitely penalize you for it. But if you're like at least 6'8", 6'9", no one gives you any shit about it. But I don't know why they would want to just not be considered 7-footers. I don't know, it's weird. Like it versus. All right. But Mr. Shockblast, before we get into the deep dive on Summer Game Fest, let's talk a little briefly about 007 First Light, one of the most highly anticipated games of the year, and it did not disappoint. Debuted with 88 on Metacritic, 90 on OpenCritic. I believe it's now at 88, but still one of the highest rated games of the year. and it's got the sales to back it up. 1.5 million units sold in the first 24 hours. So off to a tremendous start for that franchise. Reportedly was 7 years in development, $200 million budget. Is the latest, and I got my code a little late, but I played it a bit on stream, and it is definitely worth the hype. I'm a Bond enjoyer. I love me some Bond, and from the bit I played, it's a fantastic game. I think it's definitely going to go down as one of my favorites of the year. I thought the combat was occasionally a little clunky, but the music, the mission design, the story, all of it, just the gunplay, it just felt so. It's like a perfect blend of like Hitman, Uncharted, and Batman Arkham. It's like with the Bond flair and aesthetic, and of course we couldn't have a great game releasing without the chuds weighing in. From the very beginning, from the first trailer, they decided for some reason to try to find a reason to hate on this game. They called the new Bond woke, like just off looking at his face, which got wildly mocked because it's like, oh, you can't be a straight white man anymore. That's woke too. Like, what are we talking about? And now they've decided to run with the narrative that it's woke because James Bond takes orders from women, which I mean he has for like 40 years, but also like I thought it was hilarious. I thought that particular talking point was hilarious because literally like a key plot point of the like that first mission is that James Bond directly disobeys orders from MI6 and just kind of does his own thing. So they didn't even play the game. they're just
we know that's what people do is they just don't play anything and then they throw this big opinion out there. I obviously haven't played it. I've never watched a single James Bond movie. It's never been interesting to me.
Never?
I don't think I've seen any of them, no.
You've never been interested in a spy action movie about a guy who shoots bad guys, fucks hot girls, and drives amazing cars? What are we talking? What?
Like, I mean, I've seen little bits of stuff here and there, but like, I just never sat down and watched one. Like, it just turned into a thing where it's like, all right, well, I haven't seen any of the other ones, so I'm not going to watch this one. So it's like, whatever.
Okay, well, I have to say that you have to watch Casino Royale with Daniel Craig.
Okay.
Like it's required viewing.
Okay, I will hopefully have time to do that.
You don't have to go through all the years of Bond, various ones. Especially I mean the Sean Connery was like the consensus best Bond, but obviously many parts of those Bonds didn't let's say age well.
I mean, I'm familiar with the story, but like I just never sat down that I can remember and watched any of them. Maybe when I was younger, like maybe I watched one with my dad, but I don't remember.
The Pierce. I grew up on the Pierce Brosnan Bonds. That was the Bond when I was growing up, and then it transitioned to Daniel Craig, who ended up being my personal favorite Bond, even though I don't think his movies after Casino Royale were particularly good, but Casino Royale I think is the best Bond movie of all time, hands down. Because I did go back and watch the classics as well, and Casino Royale, the perfect Bond movie. I think if you've never seen a James Bond thing ever, just watch Casino Royale. That's all you need to watch.
I'm pretty sure my brother and I share. It used to be called Voodoo, but now it's called Movies Anywhere, and we share like he he buys way more movies than I do, but basically he redeems all the codes into one account. We both do. We just redeem them all into one account so that we just have this massive account. And I'm pretty sure he has it in there. So I'll try to give it a watch at some point.
Give it a watch. You'll love it. Roger Moore, Javon. I never liked Roger Moore. I thought Connery definitely had the swag. He of a Bond. Never really bought Roger Moore as Bond. I thought Brosnan was fun. He was just one of my favorite actors during the like 90s, 2000s. But I thought the definitive Bond experience was definitely Casino Royale. Like it literally did everything. I thought Craig nailed. He was a great choice for Bond. Great casting. And it was just the perfect movie. It just had everything. It was. It had everything you love about Bond. The suits, the cars, the women, incredible dialogue, the gadget. It was a perfect Bond movie.
I have to interject here. This is one of the most dipshit comments Travis has ever made. Like,
I mean, can we even say? I've seen so many horrible Travis takes. Like, I feel like that one's just not just tame.
It's like literally every review has said at worst that he's like barely noticeable. Like you barely don't even know that it's Jared Leto. I don't care about Jared Leto. All I know is all the reviews of this movie is that it's a ton of fun. And I cannot wait to see it on Thursday as a lifelong Masters of the Universe stan. Okay. Apparently Uncaged Games didn't know that, but that's fine. We'll let it slide. His reasoning of me being his Batman Ninja and Deadpool guy are valid. See, you're fucking stupid, Travis. Like, you're lucky I'm not a mod.
That has to be rage bait.
No, like it's so stupid. Like you can't there are you can't just automatically hand wave and say something's bad just because one person's in it. You have people like a clock is right twice a day. You know,
he's literally rage baiting.
Yeah.
Like he's literally rage baiting.
So whatever. But anyway, I'm sorry. I did not mean to derail James Bond. I would like to talk Masters of the Universe a little bit later, but back to James Bond. My bad.
Yeah, I'll watch it eventually. I still haven't watched the new Mortal Kombat. I got it.
Yeah, and like the Mortal Kombat movie it's a lot of fun. All right, I'm not saying it's Casablanca or anything like that. All right, it's just
here's looking at
really what?
Here's looking at you, kid.
Yeah, it's just a real fun action flick. It is literally the video game on film. You know what I mean? So
all you can ask for. I'll tap in, and apparently I didn't even realize this. Toy Story 5. I mean, the new Toy Story. I think it's Toy Story comes out this month. Comes out soon as well. So I'm like, so we got busy June for movies. We got Spider-Man: Brand New Day and Toy Story, plus Masters of the Universe. So it's going to be a good time to go back to the movies, and then Supergirl's coming up soon as well.
Yeah, it is going to be crazy. I think I said this already, but when I went to see Mando and Grogu, I finally actually saw the Spider-Man trailer that I was trying not to see,
and they force you to watch it.
Yeah, and it amplified my hype exponentially. Like it. I know why everybody on the internet was freaking out that day. We'll say that. So
yeah, I was definitely freaking out. It was incredible.
Back to James Bond real quick. I really considered getting the game, but like I knew I wasn't gonna have time. It does look great. I'm really happy that where's our guy Armani? I'm sure I saw he gave you 5 super chats the other stream that I was in your ranked stream. I didn't say anything because I was walking around and doing things, but I had it running for a long time. And I saw that he gave 5 super chats talking about it. And like I'm happy for him that he finally has it, because God knows he spent the game's worth of money talking about it on us.
And deserved. He loved it. I loved it. I finished that stream with King Greek. Shout out to King Greek. Diamond 3, about 2 games off of Diamond 2.
Yeah, I don't even remember where I am. I'm not gonna lie, last season I did my ranked games. Apparently Greek has my login, and I don't know if he just got bored one night, but I haven't been on PlayStation lately. So when I finally logged on to stream on Thursday, I noticed that I was already done with my ranked matches for this part of the season. So I'm assuming that he logged in at some point.
That'd be great.
Which I don't care. I like, if he gets bored and wants to bang out my rank matches, fine. It's weird because I streamed Fortnite yesterday with Geo, and I realized that like I had not streamed Fortnite in over a month. I have not, like, I've just been so locked in on like the Lego stuff and just everything else that like I just haven't been, tapping in. I'm not going to get to level 200 this season. But I'm fine with it. I got Bugs Bunny off the battle pass, and I got most of the stuff I wanted, so whatever. But yeah, man, I just have not, I don't know, the last 2 weeks have been weird. I have just been a little all over the place.
Yeah, I kind of have as well, because I got all these games, but not in the time frame I was expecting them, and I have a bit of a backlog, so I haven't started all these games, or I haven't finished them, so I gotta just run through them. But I will say that as the world's foremost expert in JayShockblast, you will love James Bond First Light.
Yeah, so I feel like the part that's weird is like I'm going through now, like I'm not even going to release so much of the video that I recorded pre-launch for Lego Batman for a lot of reasons. I just did a terrible job of recording the way that I really should have, and it's so scattered and hard to go through. So I just said, you know what? I've got my Xbox. I'm gonna just do it all there. And I know I lost out on a lot, but also I have only seen one sales figure so far, and it was a while back. I saw like 1.3 million, but I don't know if that was just deluxe edition. I know that it's getting amazing reviews. It's the highest reviewed game, and it should be. I think it's the best game they've ever made. There are definitely things they could have done better, but
I did know that it didn't sell as well as Skywalker Saga.
That's disappointing. And this is the problem that I have, and it's something that's indicative with all games, but like a lot of the WB stuff especially, like if one little thing isn't exactly what they want, what people like, what everybody wants, like completely, it just like it happened with Gotham Knights. You can't play as Batman. Well, fuck that game. Yeah. It happened with Suicide Squad. Oh, you kill the Justice League. Fuck that game. And listen, I'm not saying that Suicide Squad didn't deserve some fuck that game, but there was a good video game there. We've had that discussion a million times.
Yeah,
but
good,
like with
solid campaign, absolute dog shit live service.
Yeah, right. Gotham Knights was set up to be the better live service, but
100%.
But anyway, with Lego Batman, it was, wait, you mean I can't unlock 200 plus characters? And I understand, and I'm going to be honest with you, this is the lowest performing Lego game I've ever had. I have had a couple of videos that have done decently well, and overwhelmingly people are being nice and thankful for helping them with something like that. One of the very few hard things to find and whatever. So yes, and that has been so gratifying. And I'm glad that I posted some of the things that I did, but it's not just me. I'm noticing that other people, like Blitzringer is usually my like measuring stick.
I literally did the exact same thing because I was like, okay, I'm not going to get the because when it was clear that I wasn't going to get the code in time to stream like when all the other early access people were, I was like, okay, well, let me see what the kind of content potential here is. Because even before, I was like a little, because I was monitoring it leading up to launch, and I was like, seems a little soft for a Lego Batman game. Like I would check out Blitzwinger's content, kind of use the vidIQ stats to see kind of how Lego Batman stuff was performing, and I was like, I don't know here. And then on when all the early access stuff came out, I looked at your stuff, see how I was performing relative to your channel. I looked at Blitzwinger, and I compared Blitzwinger's Lego Batman content to his Lego Skywalker content, because he basically did the same content rollout that he did for that game, and Skywalker Saga did way better view wise. I think I think he had a really big one, his first playthrough, his part 1 for Lego Batman did pretty well comparatively, but then the rest of the videos did way worse compared to Lego Skywalker. I kind of noticed that across the board, and of course the Steam numbers were also lower comparatively. So I kind of got the feeling that Lego Batman, well loved, great reviews, everyone who plays it loves it pretty much, but sales softer than Lego Skywalker.
And I don't understand it. I mean, I understand being disappointed that you can only play as 7 characters. Okay, I get that, but it's such a great game, and people love Arkham. And I think the big hurdle they need to get over are the people that are like, I like Arkham, but Lego is for kids. It's really not. It's every bit as Arkham as the Arkham games. 100%. There are lots of puzzles that are very challenging and stimulating and fun, but that's also from a content perspective. This is where they went wrong. It is not a content creator game. It is not content creator friendly. Like, yes, there's all these puzzles to do, but they're unnamed. They're just location based. And my best video right now is almost at 40,000 views, which is crazy because like that is an average video on most other Lego games. Yeah. And I like, it was just the only really hard collectible to find, because it's in this random pathway under the map that you have to get into on the side of the map and not anywhere near where you are. So like that's the one that everybody's looking for, but there's no specific name to give it. So I kind of had my thumbnail I think is hilarious. Cause like I basically was like, hard to find chest in Robinson Park. And then on the bottom it says yes, comma, that one. So, and people were referencing that. So, but it's like a 2.5 minute video, and it shows you exactly where to get the chest, and almost 100 comments. 99 of 100 are thank you. And then there's one person that is like, oh, this dude's just yapping the whole time. And I'm like, it's a 2.5 minute video. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. But like,
part of being a YouTuber is getting really stupid fucking comments.
But with Skywalker Saga, you have all these characters you have to unlock. Some of them you have to unlock in a specific order. So like if you're trying to get a certain character and you can't figure it out, you can't find them, it's, oh wait, I gotta go search. So like they didn't make this searchable. And I don't think they understand how much that has generated like traffic and interest for their game. Having like things that you need to kind of try a little harder for. You don't encounter any named characters in the open world except like Vicky Vale you run into at one point. And I was so like desperate for like somebody cool to run into that running into Vicky Vale outside of a Riddler puzzle room was like, oh my God, it's Vicky Vale, Can you flex my 100% playthrough? I mean, yeah, I was the 6th person to platinum the game.
Boo.
Technically not 100% though, because I have not finished the challenge mural, and I don't think I ever will. But
my goat fell off.
Yeah, I haven't had. There's a couple things that like I need to go do that I just don't feel like doing right now. I'm concentrating on
yeah.
I'll answer that second. I'm concentrating on getting my 100% on Xbox. How many people have 100%? A lot at this point, because it only takes about 45 hours to get all the achievements and 100% it. Now, do I think it's a better game than Skywalker Saga? Yes, it is a better video game. You are going to get way more gameplay out of Skywalker Saga. And I don't know that it's necessarily I don't think it's better. Like, they're very close. Before this, I would say Skywalker Saga was the best Lego game they've ever made. But like the difference between the two, and I think engagement, like social media engagement, is key. Like, you're going to engage with Skywalker Saga more because there's like so many things you have to search for. They stripped out like certain collectibles from this game. There's only like 16 chapters, and some of them are kind of short, and they don't have a lot of collectibles, but they're very easy to find for the most part. So like, I don't think there's a lot of reasons to like look for stuff on YouTube for this game.
Yeah.
And that isn't great. And that hurts, me, obviously.
Yeah.
So like, but I see people like, oh, I love this game style now. Like one of the creators, I'm in this little Discord with some other Lego creators.
The Lego Illuminati.
It's something like that. But like, he tweeted this earlier, and you guys all know you want this.
100%. I literally said that. I literally said they should do this.
Yeah. So like, you like, now I'm seeing people like, oh, you see Rock Rider is like, oh, now I want a Lego Spider-Man game like Batman. But like, there's so many people that are still locked in on either it's not my Lego game where I unlock all the characters because I want to play as Killer Moth. All right. And if I can't play as Killer Moth, I don't want the game. Yes, that's a thing. Or two, I don't care if it's like Arkham, it's a kid's game. And it's objectively not. Like, Lego games never have been. A lot of them have always been challenging.
Also, superhero games are kids' games.
Right. I mean, like, it's yeah. So like, that's my thing, and I want it to be successful. I love TT Games. They're an amazing studio. Yeah. I think, and I have a video idea in the works of things that this game needs. And my biggest thing is it's kind of like when Fallout 76 launched. They launched with like no NPCs, and people hated it. Okay. Yeah. People fucking hated it. And this, you're not talking to people. You're just, there's the bunch of goons are fighting. Oh, cool. Let me go battle the goons for the 400th time. Where's all the villains? Okay. And I don't want to go too spoilery, but like, you do run into a bunch of villains all at once, kind of, at one point in the game. It's not nearly as satisfying as it should be. Right. But yeah, sure, there's some names there that you fight. But like, after that level, like, maybe it's post game. Why am I not like supervillain on the loose? And then you're directed to go battle Deathstroke at the Monarch Theater. He just randomly shows up there, and there's like a villain encounter there. Like, that would have been so much more interesting. Yeah, but
that sounds like some of my suggestions for Spider-Man 2. Because I felt like the once you complete the side quests and the main story, I feel like they need to kind of evolve how they handle like the random crimes in the open world. I feel like they would just be much more interesting if like they had maybe a Prison Break, Villain Counts, because I love how Gotham Knights did theirs. Like I feel like Gotham Knights absolutely nailed their open world with how they do their patrols.
And yeah. And here's the thing, like, I understand this isn't a live service game. I understand they have DLC coming out in September. There's allegedly been some leaks on that. I don't know how true they are. My little group, one of them is a data miner, and it does seem that it's pretty legit. And it seems like it might be something to the idea that I have, because that DLC is going to have you're going to play as Joker and Harley Quinn. It has something called Chaos Mode or something like that. So I don't know 100% what that is. But like, apparently there's like a lot of villains named in it. So like, but here's the thing. All right, once you've committed to the stuff that was in the deluxe edition, I don't understand why you can't just come up with more things that you can buy, right? A la carte. It doesn't have to be anything like deep. You can have a $5 skin pack and you get a skin for each character on a certain theme. Like, or, Batman obviously has a ton of skins already. I'm actually shocked they didn't do Batman Who Laughs, as a skin. I would have thought that would have been a no-brainer, but they didn't do any of the Dark Knight's metal. And I think they could have, and they should have, but I don't know, man. I'm disappointed only in that it doesn't seem like it's fine as a video game. There are video games that are like this.
Yeah.
Like James Bond is I don't know this for sure, but James Bond is probably like this, where, you're going to be watching somebody do a Let's Play. And that's kind of mostly what this game is.
Yeah.
And that does not have a lot of staying power per se. I will say though, my Twitter has been popping off, unlike anything unlike any other game. I'm getting a lot of Twitter engagement. I obviously, I have my framed,
of course.
I am the reason for Lego Batman Ninja.
It's official.
Yeah, officially. But like, even today, I did not expect. I expected like 7 likes on this tweet. I tweeted, protecting my Xbox like he protects Gotham. All right. It was just, all I did was, when I was logging into the game, I took a quick screenshot, and I have Batman Ninja on my dashboard. It has 18K views, 1,100 likes. I did not expect that at all, especially because it's Xbox. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just didn't it? But for some reason, like, it's getting so much engagement, and it's weird. I didn't expect that. So.
Yeah, I don't even know what the online mode in Bond is for. I was just playing on the stream, and I was just like, oh, it was like a server disconnect. I was like, wait, why is this? Like, I'm just playing a single player, but why are there servers? I don't know. So if they do have a multiplayer mode, that could be some kind of online mode that could be interesting. I'll look into it, but yeah. I got to finish Lego Batman. I think I'm gonna finish. I think I'm gonna do mixtape first, then I'm gonna finish James Bond, and then I'm gonna do Lego Batman, and I'm gonna try to have that. I'm gonna try to have that done at some point. There's gonna be a fairly busy week for me. I haven't played much this weekend because just been mentally preparing for Summer Game Fest season, which will give Jay another reason to play Fortnite, because one of the confirms reveals for Summer Game Fest is the new Fortnite trailer for the next
I'm
season.
Actually very annoyed by this. Like, this is, I'm starting to regret going. Like, I don't know. I haven't heard about the Xbox thing, which is the main reason I was going to go, is because I thought I was going to get in. Now I don't know if I am. I'll
get the Xbox thing.
Yeah, I'll reach out. I'm gonna reach out tomorrow, but and just see if I missed something or whatever. If I don't get in, it's not the end of the world, but it would have been nice. But Gio, stop. I don't need you to record gameplay for me. I'm annoyed that it makes sense that they're doing it, but I'm just annoyed that it's all starting like right after Summer Game Fest ends because I can't do it. Like I'm not going to be home until Tuesday. So
I'll be home, but I'll probably not play it unless it's something.
Yeah. And you know what I'm also worried about? I'm also worried about, Masters of the Universe comes out on Thursday. Skeletor has literally been the number one skin I've wanted in this game, even over Batman Ninja for ages. And I just have this feeling it's going to come out like Friday. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be so pissed if that happens. Because imagine me not being able to play it when it finally comes out because I'm like 3,000 miles away. So
I hope it works out for you. I'll ask John Fortnite if he can delay it for you.
I don't think that's gonna work. So not because of you, but full steam ahead. But I am excited for Summer Game Fest. I just got my ticket.
Yeah, I got my annual email from Jeff Keighley asking me to sign up for co-streaming. So I'll be doing that. But he said specifically, this is going to be the biggest Summer Game Fest of all time, which is just interesting because Sony is kind of hyping up at the state of play as being the biggest state of play of all time because I've been covering state of play since 2021 and I don't recall any of them being this hyped up. Like it's not only is this over 60 minutes long, it feels like they just rebranded it as a showcase as a state of play because it's more than 60 minutes long. They announced it 2 weeks in advance when they usually do it like a day or two in advance. They've got showings for it in theaters. I even saw someone posted screenshots of the menu you get in the Alamo Draft House, all the food items, which are all themed after Wolverine. and they're like really, really gassing this one up. And it's looking like it's going to be big. So we have two of the biggest events respectively. That's going to be wild. And then who knows with Xbox. So in terms of the state of play, I saw Caboose tweet about this as well.
Caboose is being very selfish about this, by the way.
Of course.
Not happy with him.
You typically don't want to get your hopes up too much when it comes to these showcases, but it's kind of hard not to with how they're hyping up state of play. Now I will say some be a little reasonable, but at the same time, with how big this is, I mean, it kind of feels like everything's on the table. Even probably not Bloodborne, but let's not get too crazy. But I mean, GTA 6 is definitely a possibility at this point. We know, because of all the pre-order leaks and the fact that they have a marketing deal with PlayStation, and they mentioned how they're going to do an unorthodox for them policy. Definitely don't expect another round.
I'll explain that when that's done, but I just wanted to acknowledge it.
Okay. We'll love to get some tea from Jay on that. But yeah, I can definitely see Kingdom Hearts 4. They showed that before, and they're definitely do. At very least, I expect Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 3. One, obviously, Corey's game, the God of War Face spinoff, is pretty much confirmed, and new gameplay for Intergalactic from Naughty Dog. I think we're getting that. Probably the rebranded Fair Games is going to be showing up. One underrated thing that I think, because people are talking about Wolverine, Venom, one thing that it just occurred to me is Spider-Man 2. I've had the theory that Insomniac didn't cancel all the DLC. and that they're still going to do the costume stuff because that doesn't require nearly as many resources, and it's obviously, especially if it's paid, but probably won't, maybe not be, but Sony loves cross pro. They've done this for all the Spider-Man movies, big Spider-Man movies so far. They had the No Way Home crossover. You know, they Insomniac always use this Insomniac to kind of cross promote those Spider-Man movies. So with Brand New Day coming relatively soon, I would not rule out Insomniac announcing that they're going to do costume DLC for that movie and put the some Brand New Day suits in the game.
And people are going to lose their shit because they have to pay for it.
If they have to pay for it, I mean, it could be free.
Should have to pay for it.
Yeah, but I mean, when they did the Brand New Day, I mean, when they did the No Way Home stuff, those are free, though they were exclusive to the PS5 version, so people got mad about that. But other than that, they were just free additions to the game. So
I truly believe that if manpower went into making something and it was not included with the game, especially when the game came out like 3 years ago at this point,
yeah,
and you add something in the game, if you got to pay like a few bucks for a skin, you should just shut up and accept it. You know what I mean?
I'll definitely drop. I mean, I dropped $5 on the Flying Fresh set. I'll definitely drop $5 for a Brand New Day DLC.
I mean, they just released like four Overwatch characters into Fortnite, and it's like $50 if you want all of them. Like almost the price of Overwatch when it came out. Yeah. and you're just getting 4 skins and some stuff with it, and everybody's like, "Well, Fortnite's free to play." You know what I mean? But I just don't.
This is the way, Order. This is the way.
Yeah, it's a order. I just don't understand why people like lose their shit when a game. Okay, the game was $70. Okay, but this was not included. It's years later. You want new stuff, you got to pay for it. I'm sorry. All these studios are going out of business, like left and right, struggling. Like, it's not something they just pulled out of it. It's new.
I'm particularly lenient when it comes to licensed games as well, because I know firsthand how expensive it is to make a Marvel game. So that's why like when I saw people crying about even having to pay for the Flying Fresh suits, I'm like, bro, you know how expensive? And that was, I think that was before we found out that it was like 300. They spent $300 million on the game. Like, it's like, yeah, they spent $300 million developing the game, and you can't spend $5 on this fucking suit. Okay, like, don't buy it. Like,
even if it's, I feel like you get like 3 or 4 new suits in it. $5. It's more than fair. Like, I swear to God, people spend like worse money on worse shit. You know what I mean?
All the time. Like, you look at their spending habits, like, yeah, they'll spend $500 on sneakers. They'll spend $1,000 cumulatively on DoorDash, but a $5 skin, like they're ready to crash. I'm like, bro, like
if you DoorDash ever, you cannot complain about the price of DLC. You just can't. Like, I mean, I'm sorry. I've DoorDashed like 4 times in my life, and I was always like thousands of miles from home. Like, I think when we used Uber Eats for the first time ever in Germany. And that's because we had no idea where to go. And Uncaged Games and Alan from WB insisted that chicken nuggets from McDonald's in Germany were life-changing, and they weren't wrong. So
yeah, I don't do. Yeah, DoorDash is too expensive for my blood, though. I will admit I have spent way more than I should have on Uber Eats, but I use Instacart because I don't what I look like going to a grocery store.
I'll tell you what. I've been with my wife. I think we've been together for, I think this is gonna be 11 years coming up, and she has me so conditioned on not paying to have stuff delivered that like a week ago we had Jersey Mike's delivered, and I'm like, oh, is it free right now? And she goes, no, it's like $3. I'm like, and you're gonna let us get it? Like, I've been like so busy. I've been neglecting cooking dinner. I'm the cook of the house. Like, and so we've just been trying to get through this stretch where we've both been insanely busy. And yeah, I was shocked when she let us like get something that did not have free delivery. Like, so if we need something, we just go get it, come back. And I understand that like people, it's different for people in the city and stuff like that. But like, I don't know, man. It's just weird and foreign to me to like DoorDash as often as I see people do. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. So I don't drive. So I
understand that.
It doesn't work convenient for me. But even if I had a car, I definitely wouldn't go to drive to the grocery store.
Well, I'm not even talking about just the grocery. I like going to the grocery store. That's another battle for another day. But I have to see, like, even when we like, she gets mad at me because she has her list, and her list is based on what's on sale and the coupons that she has. And when we're walking through the aisle, I'm the guy that's just smacking stuff into the cart. Like, ooh, look, I want that. I'm gonna get that. Like, that's how it works. So like, but I have to like be there and see and like, oh, that looks good. I want that. You know what I mean? So, and it's fine. It's just I do like going to the grocery store. But you know, I don't have like, what's the big deal about driving down the street to
passenger kings? I love that. I am definitely a passenger king. I refuse to drive.
I mean, if we are gonna get something out, like, I'll just go get it and come back with it, you know? So
yeah,
I don't know.
And I'll just make Jay do it for me, or somebody.
But I actually like driving, so I don't. And I don't get to drive nearly as much anymore because I'm always here. Like, I honestly today left, like, I don't think I've gone further than 2 miles from my house in like the last 2 weeks. But today I had to go to my brother's place because his car was smoking on the highway and he had to get towed back. So I had to go out there and bring him to AutoZone no, we went to O'Reilly's.
Yeah, it's weird. I understand like people who drive like love it and can't imagine like being trapped. But for me, it was like when I was a kid, I used to love cars. Like, I was a huge racing fan. I loved all the racing movies, like Fast and Furious, Gone in 6 Seconds. I literally played NASCAR games on PlayStation, Need for Speed, and I just love cars. And then I don't know. At some point. When I became a teenager and started resenting my dad for stuff he did in the past, one of the things that he really wanted me to do was get a license, so drive and do all that stuff. And I feel like subconsciously I just half-assed it, because just like, fuck you, Dad, and just didn't bother to get my license. Didn't bother to get my license, and it didn't matter because I went to college in New York, so you don't drive there anyway. So I was just used to taking public transit, and then when I came back and it was working, I was just used to commuting at that point. So I would just do my public transit commute to work, then go into the city to party, and then Uber came along, and that was a big revolution. And then I was like, oh, well, you can just order people to drive for you, and that became a thing. So at that point, it just felt like, why buy a car? And then I started working from home, and I was like, nah, I really don't need a car. So I just never got one.
Well, so my thing is, I bought my car in 2014, and I bought it, had 3 miles on it. That was at the height of everything I was doing. And so I've had that car for 12 years now, and it's been paid off for like for like 7 years. So like I've had no car payment of any kind for like so long, and I want to. I'm actually getting the itch where like when I do travel, I get in these newer cars and I see all the bells and whistles. Or like when I rented the car in Germany, I was like, damn, this has got some nice stuff, you know? And mine is like just new enough that it's like not, it doesn't feel like it's super old and it looks pretty new, but it's just old enough that it doesn't have all the cool stuff. Like I don't even have Bluetooth, which is insane. And my fault because when I bought it, they had one with Bluetooth that was like it was like $5,000 more, and which really honestly only would have been like $75 more a month. But I was already kind of at the level I wanted to be at, and I did not want leather seats. It would not only did it have the Bluetooth and it had like a sunroof, which I wouldn't have hated, and it had like leather heated seats and stuff. I'm like, I don't want to pay that much more for that stuff when all I really want is the Bluetooth. And boy, do I regret it because I thought I could just get a new, growing up, you buy a car, you just get whatever stereo system you want put in. Not a Ford Explorer in 2014, okay? Because, and I wish I knew this, my cousin is a mechanic and he worked for Ford for like 30 years. Like he told me immediately that this was legit. Apparently, in order to change out the radio in my car, you have to remove the entire dashboard and everything else along that row, and then put something new in, and then put it all back together. It is a massive job. And I just understood that I would forever have to tether my phone to a little aux cable.
Wow, Jay, you really blew that job.
Yeah.
Eastwood, Eastwood, you paid for your last 3 cars in cash. What are you, a drug dealer?
Nice. I mean, I put a lot down on that car, but I don't even want to get into the situation. I actually traded multiple cars in towards the car that I have now. One of them I had just bought a year prior and had like my AC blew out on it like 4 times, and they kept promising me they would it's really gonna be fixed this time. I think I spent more time without that car than with it, getting warranty work on it. And like then I had another situation that I don't really want to get into, but I had to trade both of those cars in and rolled it over into this one. And I don't know how all the stuff worked out, but needless to say, I bought it was like a $40,000 car when I got $40,000 car when I got it. So whatever.
Yeah. Appreciate you, Captain. Hope you're feeling better. I actually bought him the physical edition of Lego Batman, and
I saw that and I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, I was like, I felt like if Travis was playing Lego Batman, Captain definitely needed to.
Valid. That is valid.
It was only right.
I have to tell you this, man. I hate it when people like I don't mind being generous. I like being generous. I will not be generous if I have no idea who you are and you send me a Twitter DM with this huge long sob story begging for me to buy you a video game.
Yeah.
I had like multiple people do that. And it ended up in my like spam, so I didn't like see it for a few days. But one person in particular gave me this huge story, and I'm like, what the fuck? Number one, like, how many people are you sending this message to? Number two, why do you think I should have to buy you a video game? I don't know who you are. You've never interacted with me. Like,
yeah, that's a crazy thing. Like, you at least would think like you would like kind of seed the ask by like engaging with their tweets, liking some stuff, popping in their stream if they're a content creator, being engaging. And then trying to spring the big ass. But no, they just look at it just like, oh, I'm just gonna copy pasta this and see if someone is sucker enough to fall for it.
Yeah, listen, man, I'm not rich by any stretch. You know, we have the money bags jokes. Yeah. If I can do something for somebody, I'll do it the best I can. You know, if like, I don't know, if Gio came to me and was like, man, if times are tough right now, and I really like, I've been like, if it was his Tamagotchi whatever game, like I would have like done what I could, you know, but like that's somebody that's always fucking there for me. 100%. You know what I mean? So
I appreciate you for your clears, man.
And I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad. All right, like
I am. Jay's trying to. I'll say Jay what Jay's translation for you. Yeah, if you're trying to guilt Jay into buying you a game, you should feel bad if he doesn't know you.
Right. I mean, but like for the people that do know me, like I'm not suggesting you should be asking me for things, but at the same time, like you know, you put people in a bad spot by doing that, because like then it like shifts it. I'm the type of person that will like, well, man, now I feel like an asshole because I can't do this. But like, it's not my responsibility. Like yeah. I will pass along any extra codes that I get when I can. I'm going to be honest with you. It always goes into my mod chat first. I have like a secret mod room in my Discord, and I always offer it to them first. And I always will, because they do free labor for me sometimes, not a lot of times, but you know, they have my best interests in mind and they do help. So I'm always going to offer it there first, but otherwise it's going to go to my Discord people next, you know?
WJ.
And if it's still available, then it'll make it out to random people. But I digress. But I'm going to obviously reward the people that are always there for me. There is a 0% chance that a random person is going to give me a story that is going to make me say, "Oh, all right, yeah, I'll get it for you."
Yeah, I don't feel bad at all. I'm just if you send me something like that, I'm just that's going right in the spam. Yeah. I get all sorts of these long DMs. I'm just like, nope. Click.
Well, the person like responded like 3 or 4 times after, and they were like all sad and like, "Oh, I'm sorry I sent this to you. Damn." And I'm like, "What are you doing? Like, like you don't know me. I like legitimately have never seen a reply, anything from you. I don't know who you are. Why did you think that this was going to work?"
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Like Capte, like he's like one of my longest tenured supporters.
Like, no, Capte is a real one for sure.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah. So I had the means. So I was like, yeah. I think yeah. So far, I just realized so far I bought Capte a PS5, Spider-Man 2, and Lego Batman.
That's awesome. And I've definitely done stuff for people too. I just, you know, there's times when you can and times when you can't. And like, I don't like if somebody is going to, like, even if you're somebody that is like one of my most loyal people, like I really need to feel like, damn, this is something that is going to mean the world to them, and they're not going to be able to do this on their own, you know. And
I just like to spread the wealth around a little socialism, like you know, if someone I know is streaming, you know, I'll give them a Prime sub, give them a gift, give them some gift subs, you know, just to you know, show a little support.
Yeah, and if I was in a better position, like, then sure, I would be more likely to do it. But like, I don't know, man. I've been scraping by the last few years, and I'm not. I know you saw the tweet I made earlier. Somebody left me like a really nice comment.
Really nice.
But I did send Gio a package. I wasn't gonna make a big deal about it, but you know, I actually sent Gio my last Thor plushie.
Oh,
and
I love my Thor plushie.
I knew when I realized I only had one left, I knew that there was only one person that needed to have it, and it was him. I know I know that Free Willy has an extra one that I'm trying to get my hands on at some point, but I it was under the guise of I had like these cards made that were like, oh, JayShockblast at PAX East 2017. And I still have like a bunch of them. But like I was showing it on stream and Gio saw it and he's like, and like if anybody ever wants one of these, I could just send it to you. And that was like my in to finally be able to send him the plushie. So
cool. Yeah, so what Jay had some tea about NetherRealm.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Mr.
I do believe that Injustice 3 is obviously the next game.
Yep.
But I do not think it's going to be. I think if we're going to get anything, it's going to be at the Game Awards, or maybe they'll do it at Gamescom again. They seem to like doing Gamescom. But I thought that was more because TT is in England, and it was probably easier. I think that's a Video Game Awards thing, and the reason why is because
he was in a board meeting.
Nobody told me this, but when we were in LA for the Lego Batman event, right? You know, obviously I'm talking to Caboose and Uncaged. I'm like, hey, are you guys? I'm trying to figure out who else is going to Summer Game Fest.
Right.
And I'm like, are you guys going to Summer Game Fest? And they're like, no. If there was going to be an Injustice 3 announcement, I would think they would have been going. Like even if they were paying themselves. But I know
that's actually a good point.
I know they would have also been invited. I know that I would have been invited. Not necessarily like I probably had to pay my own way, but I would have had like an invite like to something W related. And I could be wrong. It could happen. But
for sure.
Like just based on the way based on the way I know things work, I don't expect Injustice 3 at Summer Game.
That's actually a pretty good point because I think Caboose tweeted he's going on vacation. He's not doing like a thing.
And you know what? Maybe that's a cover. I don't know. Because I will say that we were in Paris at the same time, like unbeknownst to each other. And we were asked not to like really show that we were in Paris because at first they were like, no, it's cool, whatever. But then when they realized we were both there, they're like, actually, on second thought, I know it's very, very random and possibly not even a possibility, but I don't want people to see that Jay and Caboose are both in Paris at the same time and start trying to like work out what's going on.
So basically, Injustice 3 confirmed. Okay, or Summer Game Fest.
Well, no, that was when we were in Paris for Gamescom for Lego Batman's reveal.
No, I'm talking about because I'm thinking of Caboose is on vacation. Maybe that is cool.
Maybe it is. I haven't talked. I literally, other than a couple tweets back and forth, I haven't talked to him since then. So, you know, maybe. But as of then, and I think they would have probably known then. They were not going. Neither of them are going because they didn't think they had a reason to go. And that's fair because Summer Game Fest is one that we generally all pay for. And even when they went for Mortal Kombat 1, they were like in and out in a day. Like they were, it was not the same. So
yes,
we did not actually end up running into each other. He was at the Eiffel Tower like 30 minutes before we got there. And then we were just lagging behind him for a while, and then they wanted to go to do some things that we weren't that interested in, so we just didn't end up working it out, knowing that we would see him in like 2 days. So
it's either at Summer Game Fest, Gamescom, or the Game Awards.
I believe just my general knowledge of how they do things, if we're gonna get an announcement at one of these events, it's going to be the Video Game Awards. But they might just do it on their own.
Would it be the state of play?
I doubt it. I don't think so.
Have they ever done something at like a reveal at a PlayStation event?
I don't think so. I mean, it could be. Caboose is excited for summer game or for state of play because Wolverine.
Yeah, of course.
So
as we all are.
Yeah. So like I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah, probably right. Appreciate the 5, Armani. Yeah, Rise of Hydra, I think, could definitely be either a state of play or a Summer Game Fest thing.
It's weird to think that they might be competing for things, though. You know what I mean?
That's also true. Jay is an awesome person. Streams when he can. Yes, he does. Shout out to David. Yeah, I think. I'm leaning towards some. I feel like WB typically does these type, at least for NetherRealm. They either have their own presentation at their own thing, or they're like at a Jeff Keighley event.
Well, I'll put it to you this way: for Mortal Kombat 11, they had a literal reveal event in LA that I got to go to. All right, so they had this big event for Mortal Kombat 11 where they revealed it there. Mortal Kombat 1, I believe they revealed at the Game Award at Summer Game Fest.
Yeah.
So those are NetherRealm's last 2 games. I don't know what they did with anything before that. But I feel like they're Jeff Keighley people.
Yeah, they feel like that feels really like of it.
I mean, Lego Star Wars, I believe, was kind of COVID era, so it's not really the same. And obviously Gamescom is Jeff Keighley, right?
That's also that's also
he handles that. So yeah. But I think Mortal Kombat 1 got revealed at Summer Game Fest because I ran into Ed Boon walking in, and we all kind of knew it was going to happen. But and then after Ed Boon walked in, Uncaged, Caboose, and Unruly walked up on me 3 minutes later. They're like, we're trying to find where you were because we had just saw your tweet with Ed. So yeah, I'm like, yeah, he's inside already. So
no diddy.
But yeah, so I don't think state of play. But I mean, I think all of these things it's gonna be a good week for gaming. I mean, and everybody's really, really playing it up. I mean, obviously Xbox is excited about their E-Day Direct. But they're saying there's gonna be lots of good stuff during their showcase.
Yeah, for Xbox. Sadly, we didn't talk about it because it didn't happen yet. But Fable delayed officially to 2027.
I'm in a way glad. Yeah,
it's not bad.
I think a lot of people are clearing out just because of
it's going to be really packed the latter half of the year. You're gonna Wolverine. Appreciate the 5. Yeah, you're gonna have Wolverine, and Phantom Blade Zero in September.
Oh.
Literally within a week of each other. Yeah. Literally a week of each other, and then you're gonna have GTA 6 dropping in November. If there was a Rise of Hydra, it would probably be December at this point if it is going to still come out this year. So yeah, it makes sense for Fable to just but we're just going to take some time to polish it while we're at it, but kind of push it out so it can kind of have its own time frame to cook without all the stuff.
Yeah, I just realized that I never put the Wolverine in a cabinet, and now it's a good prop to have there still.
Perfect prop. Yeah, Wolverine is going to be huge.
I also still haven't had my inspection on my my new electric panel, so I still have this random ass shelf sitting there, and it's annoying me. I really want because all my stuff is just thrown about over here. It's just a big mess. All that stuff was on the shelves, and I can't put anything away yet because I want to have the inspector come out and I don't want to have to put it away.
I don't think GTA 6 will have really any impact on Wolverine sales because Insomniac games typically sell the most, do a big chunk of sales in like the first few months, and I think the fact that they're releasing in September kind of secures their bag when it comes to that stuff. Like they're going to have most of September for sales, and if you remember Spider-Man 2, they sold like 5 million, I think it was the first month. So they're going to have most of September, and then they're going to have all of October, and then they're also going to have most of November, because GTA 6, assuming it doesn't get delayed, is the end of November. So Wolverine releasing in September basically means they're going to have like almost 3 months worth of sales at that point. So I'm not worried about Wolverine. Appreciate the 5 Armani. Realize Captain America soundtrack, Hydra. I think that's definitely getting pushed to 2027 almost. Like I'm optimistic. I'm hopeful that it gets a reveal at the very least. Some gameplay, even if it's delayed to 2027, I don't care, as long as. But at this point, they have to, I think, even whether they delay it or release it later this year, I think at this point, Rise of Hydra has to drop a trailer. Like it's getting kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, they gotta say something, man. It's really weird at this point.
Yeah,
like I understand going radio silent until you have something to say, but I don't know, just a hey, we still exist would be nice.
Yeah, because at this point, most people think it's canceled. like not even delayed. Most people just think it's canceled, because even games that because this was a game that was like scheduled to release like at these certain points, and for other games we've had gameplay at the very least by then, even if we just had a release window rather than a specific date, and they just have not shown any gameplay like like at all. Like we don't have any actual gameplay. Only gameplay we have was the leaked stuff that came out, and it was from like a dev build 3 years ago. So they have to show something, even if they're announcing a delay to 2027. They have to show gameplay. like they freaking have to. Iron Man is another good thing. I think I mentioned that in my preview video. I think we could see Iron Man this week, because that's another game that we never got a trailer for. Like even the Black Panther game got a teaser, but Iron Man was, you remember, announced in 2022. That was a while. That was a long time ago. And
just like one still image.
Yeah, one still image. But they had reportedly also undergone playtesting, so it was like relatively advanced. I remember Jeff Grubb, when he leaked it, mentioned that he heard that it was like aiming for 2025 at the earliest. But then we heard from Insider Gaming that it might have been internally delayed a little bit, because the studio Motive was forced to work on Battlefield 6, to please JayShockblast. And
ironically, a game that I barely played.
And it did, so it was kind of a waste.
Yeah, that breaks my. I tried logging into Battlefield 6 the other day, and I did not get past the main screen.
Yeah, I wish I had inside info on Rise of Hydra. Unfortunately, I don't have anything other than my own journalistic speculation, because I've been following it closely, and the timeline lines up, like because I'm now that I'm like kind of in the gaming sphere, I kind of I understand like the marketing cycles of these games. And so when it gets to a certain time of the year, I'm like, okay, this game, Rise of Hydra in this instance, okay, if they want to release it, this is pretty much the time they have left, because they have to account for a marketing runway. So I think yeah.
I just thought of something.
You know,
there's going to be side plates for Wolverine. There's going to be a controller.
Yes, sir.
There's so I keep so what for whatever reason Reddit doesn't work that great. It's one of those few sites that just randomly doesn't work sometimes. So I haven't gone to the gaming leaks as often as I used to. So I'm looking at I'm aware. I'm looking at it now. And somebody had said a day ago, Marvel's Wolverine pre-orders open up right after State of Play. And that just like set the light bulb off in my head. Oh my God. I actually was looking on eBay for like side plates the other day because like my plain white ones are bothering me.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see if since Ghost of Yotei had been out for a while, if those side plates had gone down in price, and they really haven't. Actually, they're still really expensive, and not only because it's been out for a while, but because like people were kind of, the internet about it. So I was kind of hoping maybe there wasn't as positive a reaction, and now I think I might just wait to see if they have those.
Absolutely,
definitely. And this time I'll make sure I order the right ones.
That's appreciate the 5. When is Black Flag remake?
July something.
Yeah, I saw some early access stuff is coming out and looks amazing. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do a playthrough on that.
Shout out to Ubisoft in advance for sending me a code. Appreciate you.
Are you playing? Do you have any other Ubisoft titles that might be coming out soon?
Funny you mentioned that. I did get an email invitation about a Ubisoft game. That I immediately thought of you when I saw it.
A unique one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know if this is for me.
I'm gonna do something with it. It's pretty cool, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, it didn't feel like
embargo is so far away.
Yeah, I was like, when I saw it, I was like, I don't know about this one, but it looks fun. It seems fun. I think this. I was like, I literally thought, this is definitely something Jay is going to play. If he gets it out, I was like, okay, Obviously, we can't talk about it. But
when I saw the email initially, I was like, oh, yes, let me log in right now and say yes. That sounds cool. Very different, but yeah, I'm in. All right. Anyway.
I did not see that coming at all. I was like, huh.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I'll leave it at that.
Maybe I'll circle back to it, but I was just like, that's interesting. but yeah, I think there's definitely a lot of interesting games on the rise. I think we can see a lot of those games. Like he mentioned Spine. That's something. Shout out to Joseph Whitty. He's hyped for. Looks pretty fun. Control Resident should be coming out relatively soon, so I'm definitely expecting some stuff on that as well. Ubisoft. I don't know if they're going to have their showcase again. I've seen leaks about a new Rayman game. I think there might be something more with Division, and I think they're still doing the Splinter Cell whatever. And then of course they're pushing the Black Flag remake and the new mainline Assassin's Creed game, the which one Hexe. I think that's still like a year or so away. They're undergoing some reworks, so probably maybe we get a trailer for that. I'm not too keen on that, but it's definitely a possibility.
I'm very excited for Black Flag because it came out like at the worst possible time. It came out like weeks before the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. And it came out right when Battlefield 4 came out, and like a bunch of really big games came out all at the same time, and it just got lost in the shuffle for me. And I had the collector's edition and everything, but I just never really played through it. And when I finally did, I got to this one spot, and it was a stealth mission in the woods, and it sucked. It was awful. It's one of the worst missions I've ever played. And I just got to this point where I couldn't get past. Like there was like 5 guards and it was like in this narrow passageway and I just couldn't get through it. And then like years later, everybody's always like, "Oh, it's the best Assassin's Creed ever." I'm like, you know what? Fine. I'm gonna finally go back and try to start over and play through it. And I got to the exact same spot and it was the same thing. And I'm like, fuck this game. And like and this is after playing Origins. This is after playing Odyssey, Valhalla, but before Shadows. And so like the new control scheme I think is so perfect. And going back to the old control scheme and the way it was so clunky. And it was not ideal. So I'm hoping that like this being upgraded and modernized is what I need. Like I need it badly.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty good. Yeah. Oh, appreciate Armani. I don't know how canonically fast either Wolverine or Spider-Man are. I do know Spider-Man in the comics is way faster than Wolverine. Like Spider-Man is literally superhuman, but Wolverine.
Well, I mean, technically Wolverine is superhuman too.
He's a mutant. So he has the healing factor, but in terms of like, you know, super strength, super speed, doesn't have that. He's got the animating skeleton, so he's pretty. So you know he's got some advantages there, but comic Spider-Man is like lifting buildings and dodging bullets. Like it's levels to this. It's levels to this. You know, Wolverine would get washed in that sort of encounter. But from the gameplay I've seen of Wolverine, he moves pretty well. I'm looking forward to seeing. I hope they do a full. My assumption is that they're going to do a full mission reveal like they did for Spider-Man 2. Because we already got the reveal trailer for Wolverine. We already got the little mini gameplay trailer. So like naturally the next thing would be like a full mission deep dive like they did for their previous game. So I'm expecting like 12 minutes gameplay showcase for Wolverine, followed by pre-order announcements, which is going to be absolutely peak. I can't wait. Again, obviously there's a lot of Wolverine gameplay on YouTube somehow. Not taken down by Sony for that got leaked from the playable build that people got off of PC when it got
that was awful for them. But yeah, I'm very excited for it for sure. Yeah, well, I don't know, man. I don't know what to expect. I think this is going to be a deep because it's like an hour presentation, right?
More than 60 minutes.
Yeah, so like it seems like they're going to be. I know they're leading off with it.
Yeah.
How long do you think they spend on just Wolverine?
I think at least 20 minutes.
That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah. Maybe. Because I think it's going to be 12 minutes of gameplay and maybe some like extra yapping, maybe some behind the scenes stuff. But if it's just gameplay, I think they might also do the pre-order stuff. So I think it's possible like we get like 12 minutes of gameplay, and then they do some talking about the making of it, maybe show off some costumes, and then maybe they do a pre-order announcement and show what's coming in the pre-order,
collector's edition,
the controller, the plates, all that good stuff. So I guess
I'm gonna get the controller, the plates. We're gonna do it all.
As you should. Yeah. So I think all in all, it could easily total like 20 minutes of the 15 to 20 minutes of the potentially 80 to 90-minute runtime.
Yeah, that makes sense. Obviously we'll all be co-streaming it.
as we should.
I'm very interested because they are definitely going like all in on like this being such a big thing. So I'm very curious to see what else they do.
Yeah, I want to Draft House 1. Yeah. Speaking of Uncharted, I do think I have heard, grain of salt, I have heard maybe potentially Naughty Dog, in addition to intergalactic gameplay, because we know that for sure they did a demo for that. Sony actually made them crunch to do a demo for intergalactic, so they can present it to the executives. So I think that demo, based on the timing, is what they're going to show at the state of play. But they also had also another single player Naughty Dog game in development, and I've heard it's an Uncharted game, a new Uncharted, and I think they could announce it here. I think that's definitely on the table.
Makes sense. So Jeff just announced a new game that is going to be at Summer Game Fest, and it looks interesting.
Pull it up.
It is Blood Message. The drums still thunder from the walls. The blood of the blade has yet to dry.
I remember that.
I don't remember this.
That's actually funny. But we're just talking about Uncharted. That's literally Chinese Uncharted. Like there was
Is it really?
There was this big viral trailer a while ago.
That guy looks familiar.
Yeah, there was this big trailer that came out for Blood Message a while ago. Went super viral.
Oh yeah, look at that. Literally a year ago, almost.
Yeah, it was literally, and people were literally just calling it Chinese Uncharted because that's what it looked like. It looked like a next gen Uncharted, but like with the Chinese wuxia aesthetic.
Huh.
So yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing a little more Blood Message. I want. It looks like something I tap into, but I want the other Chinese game I was looking forward to is the Avatar one. I think it's something with gods. I think it's I think I remember they said it's not coming out until like next year or something, maybe 2028, 2027, 2028. But it's literally just an Avatar game. But it's like, but the Chinese wuxia aesthetic. But yeah, the main character can like bend essentially all the elements. He does martial arts. It literally is Avatar. And on top of that, there's also like 2 Avatar games. Like you got the Avatar fighting game, and that's coming soon. And if it's not already out yet, and then Saber announced, I think now it's been 2 years, that they, in addition to Knights of the Old Republic remake, which Jay is hoping pops up, which actually could pop up, they have the Avatar: The Last Airbender game, the game that
don't give me hope.
I think it is. Yeah, they announced this one takes place 1,000 years before Aang. You play as a new Avatar. It's open world action RPG, and then they actually did announce. I think it's been like 3 or 4 years ago now, but Saber had taken over development of the Knights of the Old Republic remake, and said that it's still coming. They're still working on it. So
I saw something recently that was some imagery, like from
the original build.
Yeah, and I just saw one still image of Revan, and I like wanted to cry.
Oh,
I like
tears of joy or sadness.
I'm tears of sadness because like, dude, I don't think most people that do the overreactive faces and screaming and everything, I don't think that is very genuine most of the time. I think a lot of it's forced. I voice cracked.
Yes,
like that reaction. I like lost my shit. Okay. And there had been teasers that it was coming, but like I saw the reflection. I was like, oh my God, that's Darth Revan. Oh my God, it's Darth Revan. It's Knights of the Old Republic, and then he just shows up, and I'm like, damn, like this is literally like, people know me for Deadpool, Thor, Nova, this is literally top 5 favorite characters of anything, period. Wow. Like legitimately, just I will never, like, it's one of those things where like I'm so glad it wasn't spoiled for me. I played Knights of the Old Republic a few years late because I didn't have the original Xbox. And I went through it blind and did not know, like, I just did not pick up on the story that this game is like 20 years old at this point. I did not understand that my character was Darth Revan until the big moment at the end of the game. And I will just never forget how I felt when I had no idea that I was Revan. And I just will never forget how that made me feel when it just happened. Oh, you're Revan. Now I look back and I'm like, man, I was really stupid. I should have seen the signs.
Yeah.
Like I will never forget how I felt when I found out that I was Darth Revan.
Was it did you feel similar to how you felt at the end of The Sixth Sense?
I have not seen The Sixth Sense.
You have not seen one of the most famous.
That is not my type of movie. That's not the type of movie I would normally watch.
It's really one of the biggest movies of like the last.
I understand. It's just never interested me. Like we understand that there are a lot of movies that like just don't interest me and I've never watched. Like, you know, I ask people if they've seen Spaceballs and they say no. And I'm like, how?
But you know, I feel like Sixth Sense is one of those things where even if you didn't see it, you like know everything about it because it was just such a massive pop culture.
I know some things about it. I mean, I know that it was like the intro to like the biggest song of 2024. You know,
so you actually don't know the twist
that he was dead all along.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to.
No, I know that I understand that, but like, yeah, I understand that like there. I think that comes up in like pop culture in general. You know what I mean? Like I don't remember. I think that was like in The Office. Like there was an episode of The Office where like, oh, like he was dead all along. You know. So, but yeah.
I definitely did the shock face when I first saw it. Like legitimately though. I was like, yeah. There is actually isn't there a new Spaceballs movie coming out?
There is. It's funny that you mentioned that because when I was at my uncle's wake, his grandson, you know, my cousin's son, I don't know what that, I guess he's like my second cousin technically. I don't know. I was talking to him and Spaceballs came up and he's like, yeah, Gramps loved Spaceballs. You know, he was really looking forward to seeing the new one. We just watched it like a few weeks ago together and he still laughs at it just the same. I'm like, dude, I saw that movie in the theaters. And then I made a deal. I was like, dude, all right. His dad is a state trooper in Connecticut. And Josh is one of my favorite cousins. I love Josh. But they live about 2 hours away. I'm like, I'll tell you what, man, when the new Spaceballs comes out, we're all gonna see it together. Okay. Definitely. Like I'll make sure that happens. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that.
Well, in that case, when the new Spaceballs comes out, I'll definitely watch the first one for the first time.
See, like I think that's weird. Like Spaceballs is like all right, and first of all, you're gonna probably hate it because it's Mel Brooks in the 80s. It is just it's cheesy, you know, but like that's the point. It's just amazing, cheesy.
Is it as funny as Spinal Tap?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I think it's funnier.
Then I'll like it. I love Spinal Tap.
I mean, it's parody of like Star Wars and Star Trek and everything. But you're gonna love it when they comb the desert. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, they all love it because I love 80s sci-fi, and Spinal Tap was hilarious. CB4, shout out to CB4, also hilarious. So yeah,
you're gonna love it when we get to I love we ain't parody. Found shit. Just remember someday when you do finally watch it, you're gonna get to the point where there's a gentleman and he's gonna say, "We ain't found shit." All right. And when you get to that moment, you're gonna remember this conversation, and you're gonna just think I'm incredibly racist.
Okay, I will. I mean, I already do, but so this is nowhere to go but up.
because that's the thing. Because that's the thing that I think you're gonna love.
Okay, but yeah, you're probably right. Actually, I do love racism
in all the best ways, though. But it is amazing. It's I know like every line of that movie. It's so great. But yeah. So I am a little worried about this one. Josh Gad is in charge of it. Could go either way, but I will say that I saw a story where Josh Gad explained how he convinced Mel Brooks to finally do it. And Mel Brooks, I mean, he's like 100 years old at this point, still with us. He fell in love with it. He loved the idea. So like, to me, if he won over Mel Brooks, then I think it's got to be good.
So I guess Josh Gad must have been working on the Spaceballs 2 script when he got transported away by Doorman.
I think that's a good segue into Spider Noir or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I will say if you watched Spider-Man Noir in color instead of black and white, you should have your voting rights taken away from you.
I am watching it in color, and I have absolutely no shame. I have no interest in seeing it in black and white.
How fucking dare you, Jay?
I have no. I understood full well going into it that the ideal way to watch it is in black and white because it's Spider Noir. But I said, you know what? No, I want to see the color. And I'm going to be honest with you, I think you're missing out because like they did I heard it cost $50 million an episode to film this. And I don't know how, but it has to be what they spent on like the set, like to make everything look so 40s or whatever years. I would imagine 40s.
Well, it takes place during the Great Depression, so it should be like the 20s.
Well, it's in World War. Is it World War One that happened then? Are they coming back from World War One?
Are they? I'm not sure. It could be where I got the.
I thought they were coming out of World War II.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I do. They did mention the Germans in Frankfurt.
Yeah.
And France. So it could be the third. It could be a third. It could be
either way. I mean, the difference between the 20s and the 40s is not massive. Like
we do know it's during the Great Depression and Prohibition.
Yeah. So, but I think we just finished episode 5. I think it's good. I don't know why it's $50 million an episode and The Boys was like $12 million an episode.
I don't know why you're watching it in color like a
dude, I'm sorry. I just want to see. I'll go back and watch it in black and white at some point. But
you're literally the last person I expected.
No,
so you're an old man, Jay. How could you not watch it? How could you? I literally didn't even consider the possibility.
No way. No, because first of all, I'm watching with my wife.
Black and white.
But I don't want to see something in black and white. I like just like I don't want to read freaking. I want to hear it in English. I don't want to read subtitle. I don't want dubs or I don't want subtitles. All right, I want dubs.
That's different. This is.
I don't think it is.
It's completely different.
I don't really think it's that different. I want to see all the stunning details, and I feel like you lose that in black and white.
Black and white is a specific aesthetic choice.
I understand that.
Subtitles, dub, that's just literally the language of whatever it was made in. Like it's nothing to do with like the art or anything.
I do think it does though. You know?
No, if a movie is Japanese, then it's going to be in Japanese and it's going to have subtitle for other languages, not because of an artistic choice, but because it's fucking.
No, I understand language. But if there's an option to listen in English, that's what I'm going to pick.
Yeah, because it's convenient. Like this is a Yeah, this is experience.
And it's more convenient for me to watch it in color so I can see all the beautiful details.
Well, that's an aesthetic choice, and it's an incorrect aesthetic choice because
that's fine. I don't care. I'm enjoying it in color, and I feel like you're missing out if you're not watching it in color.
What did you watch it while eating a well done steak smothered in ketchup? You fucking heathen!
I dip my steaks in ranch, actually.
Fucking Philistine.
And I cook a really good steak, so.
I don't believe you now. I have to rethink all of my opinions of Jay after hearing the shocking revelation.
Moises is watching it in color. I think it's great in color. I'm glad I'm watching it in color. You don't even understand I
watched the trailer. I watched the trailer and I because the default trailer when you pop on Prime is the color version.
Mm-hmm.
And so I saw it and I saw what it looked like in color. I was like, oh, I'm never watching this dog shit.
That's crazy.
And immediately went to the black and white.
But so you don't even understand. So you don't even know that I don't remember what his name was. Not Lonnie and not what's his face. I don't want to say their. I didn't want to say their names that way. I'm trying not to be spoilery.
I mean, come on.
Okay. Electro. Okay. You don't even understand that his suit is his colors.
Yeah, I don't care.
I think it's interesting. I mean, Tombstone suit. I don't think his suit is any. I only think of him as being albino. So I'm a little interested to see where they're going with his mutation, as they call it.
Right.
Sandman works out perfect. But that's all I've seen so far. As I think we're in the same area.
Yeah.
But I think it's good. I think Nicolas Cage is Nicolas Cage.
As
you know.
He is. Yeah,
I don't know if this is what I expected Spider-Man Noir to be. Because I think he goes a little too Nicolas Cage at times, but I also think he goes very hard-boiled detective, it feels timely.
Yeah.
And I think that's obviously the point. So I think that's good. So
yeah,
I literally will never apologize for watching in color. I think it's so much better. I'm gonna watch. If you give me the choice of black and white and color, I'm gonna pick color every time.
You should apologize to the.
I didn't. Did you play Ghost of Tsushima in black and white?
Yes, actually.
No, I didn't do that either.
I actually did. I actually did a playthrough, a Curacao playthrough. But yeah, and I also had the original Japanese, but yeah.
No, see, I'm gonna listen to English and have color every single time.
I imagine Jay would absolutely watch Sin City.
But did they give you an option? If they, I don't think I'm losing anything.
If they gave him an option, he would absolutely fucking watch it in color.
Yeah, absolutely.
You absolute degenerate.
Because I like color. I like to see I like things to look the way they're supposed to. It's 2026. I don't have fucking time for black and white.
You should be you should be on a watch list.
Okay.
This is outrageous. This might be a Travis level take from you.
No.
This is your first Travis level take.
It's not that stupid.
It's that bad.
That's actually the meanest thing you've ever said to me.
It's deserved. This is bad. This is actually really bad. I feel very strongly that if you watch Spider-Man Noir intentionally in color instead of black and white, you might be a terrorist.
They even make the side-by-side images of the black and white one and the color one. They make the color one look so beautiful and the black and white one looks so washed out. Really? It was a no-brainer. And I
thought, I agree, it was a no-brainer. The opposite way, the color looks so much worse.
And I have the option. I have the option right now of throwing my wife under the bus and saying she chose. I gave her the option, and she chose color. But I'm not going to do that because I saw the option. She said, "What do you want to do?" I said, "Oh, we're doing color." So there, I'm even going to go that far.
I've never been so disappointed in you, Jay.
Well, welcome to so many of your life choices for me.
I'm legitimately stunned that you would do this
unapologetically.
This is outrageous. I could never like I used to like I'm just glad that I was cultured as a kid. My mom put me on to all sorts of black white stuff. I used to joke about it, but I appreciated it and often did love the black and white stuff as opposed to like a lot of the modern stuff, especially certain films like The Day the Earth Stood Still.
Yeah, listen, Moises knows what's up, man. You know what I mean? So I don't know what to tell you. You know, some of us are just smarter.
It's literally called Spider-Man Noir.
I understand that. You're
actually dumb for doing this.
I digress. on the surface level, for low IQ individuals, they see noir and they think, oh, I have to watch it in black and white. But then there are those of us that are more sophisticated and we have palettes and we like to enjoy them. So we watch in color.
Yeah, catch up on steak palettes, yeah.
See, I would think it would actually be the opposite because like I'm experiencing more stimulus, more sensations. You have two tones.
Yeah,
and varying levels of gray.
People who watch this in color are literally the people in the future in Idiocracy.
No,
you're literally the equivalent of the guys in Idiocracy who sit in the theater watching that giant ass cheek fart for 2 hours as a movie.
No, I disagree. I disagree because we're very stimulated because we get all these beautiful vibrant colors. Everything just pops out more. That little spider alien guy looks more menacing. I don't know, man. It's a beautiful thing. Color is so beautiful.
Yeah, well, at least now we know that Jay's preferred sports drink is Brondos.
I don't even know what that means.
It's what plants crave. You would know this if you were sophisticated enough to have watched Idiocracy multiple times.
Oh, you know what? Now you say that, I know what you mean. Because yeah, I got you. I watched it. I saw the movie in theaters, by the way, but I have not seen it in a long time. I think that came out when I was living in Florida. My roommate Dave was like super into that movie specifically, but I think the director that did that like did a lot of stuff like that. So
even Travis is calling you out. Holy shit. You're on the wrong side of history.
No, you're in the wrong side of history when Travis is agreeing with you.
You're on the wrong side of history when both Travis and Gabe are agreeing that you're shaming all of us.
Don't you feel shameful knowing that Travis is your biggest supporter?
No, I actually feel vindicated that even someone with a horrible taste and takes as Travis understands what a colossally stupid decision you've made.
Travis is literally the worst decision maker of all time, and he is agreeing with you. I'm going to be honest with you. This is my favorite part of the conversation where we just get to bag on Travis for being the worst.
He's once, maybe twice. He's right, maybe twice a month, and this is one of them. He's hit his quota already, potentially for the year with this take, because he is 100% right. If you're not watching this in black and white, you're just wrong.
Yeah, imagine trying to use Travis as your I'm right yardstick.
I'm not using Travis. I just thought that was interesting that even someone
I would
Travis,
if Travis agreed with me on something, I would ignore it and run as far away from it as possible.
Like even someone like him understands that this is just wrong. This is like stepping on a puppy wrong. Like this is unforgivable.
Aw, is Travis sad?
Travis is disappointed, as he should be.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, I think we've worn out that bit.
For me, it's no longer a bit. It's now person. I will always now forever remember Jay as the guy who watched Spider-Man Noir in
with
color,
unapologetically.
Definitely your all-time worst take by far.
Unapologetically.
At least we agree. It's. I think I like it better than you.
Unlike you, I have hair. What the fuck are you talking about? I literally have a ton of hair for a 40-year-old man that just got a haircut recently. So, a 45-year-old. So, what a fucking dummy.
The fact that you're 45 makes it even worse that you're doing this. But
why? We grew up with color. Like, I'm old enough to remember when we had these cube TVs that barely did anything. We've advanced to the stage of life where things are amazingly high definition. I want to see all the color.
I mean, typically, Jay, when you say how old you are, always round up to like 70 because I feel like you're always downplaying it.
Yeah. I am at the point where I have to think about, am I 45 still, right? Yeah. I don't know. I don't think about it much, but
his hair game is still strong.
Seriously.
Unlike his taste in cinema.
Seriously. There are a lot of things you can like come at me for. My hair.
Yeah, Jay's
I'm not even remotely bald, and I hope you know that you are cursed, because when you start making fun of people's hairline, that is when the hair gods come after you. So hate to break it to you.
So they say. Well, at least the chat, most of the chat sees sense and art.
As long as they're not butthurt right now.
In our properly cultured. But yeah, I think I'm like an episode ahead of you.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm definitely enjoying some of the twists. I like how we won't go too far in the spoilers. We're not even done the series yet. But yeah, I'm definitely enjoying it. I like when I like this level of Nicolas Cage performance. It's like it's appropriate for the material, and and as always, he commits to it. Like he fully commits.
I feel like this was like almost a passion project for him that he's obviously getting paid a shitload of money
100%
for, because all the money must be going to him if this thing costs $50 million an episode. How are they making money off this is what I want to know.
I mean, it's like, Amazon. It's probably right.
Yeah, but it's like, so $50 million for 8 episodes is $400 million, and it's not even like a movie that's going into the theaters. You know what I mean? Like, there's no syndication. So like, I don't understand. Like that's wild to me. Like you're not going to make any of that money back on like ticket sales. Like,
I mean, this is the same company that spent over $1 billion on Rings of Power. So
no, I get that. I understand completely. It's weird though. Like I don't understand, but I'll tell you what,
that's the choice I don't like. That's the one choice I didn't like. Dropping them all the episodes at once in the middle of the night. I don't like that. I feel like the weekly model is just superior in every way.
Yeah, because I just don't like, I don't blame people that just go binge it. And if this was something I was like more attached to, I probably would have too. Because like even with Daredevil, with it being like once a week, I try to wait for my wife when we're watching something together, but I just watched Daredevil twice. Like I'm not risking getting spoiled. But like this, I don't think a lot of people are really talking about it. And I'm not too worried. So I don't know. I think it's good. It's not like bad or anything. I mean, I think if I had to rate it on the first 5 episodes, like a 6 out of 10.
Not surprised for someone watching it in color.
I could go either way. Like I could maybe be convinced to go to 7, but it might be a 5 if I was black and white. So
for me, I'm like 6 episodes in. For me, it's an 8.5 out of 10 so far.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, I don't, like I said, it's okay. I will say my wife knew nothing about this until I said, "Oh, there's this Spider-Man Noir thing. Do you want to watch the first episode? And he was in the Spider-Verse movies we watched because she's seen all of those with me. And she's like, oh, okay, yeah. I'm like, it's Nicolas Cage, and one of your favorites is in it. And she didn't know until he popped up on the show. She loves Lamorne.
From New Girl, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Is where she loves New Girl, where she's banned from watching it at night, but she loves New Girl and she loves Lamorne. So
yeah, he's great. I like New Girl, but also
I don't think New Girl's bad. I just hate it when I'm trying to sleep and all they do is yell at each other.
That is accurate.
They literally just yell at each other the whole episode, and I'm like trying to sleep. I'm like, oh my god, shut the fuck up.
He also played a police officer in one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time, Christmas Chronicle on Netflix.
Interesting. He's in a lot of stuff, but yeah, she really likes him a lot. So when she saw he was in it, she's like, all right, I'm in.
And he's really good in it. I'm appreciating his current arc. He's currently investigating the supers and
he's doing the whole era well too.
Yeah, he's for sure. He's doing. I thought they were doing. I think overall, I'm really enjoying. I'm loving how
I like the little kid.
The little kid is great. I love his secretary who he hasn't been able to pay, but she sticks around. I love her whole vibe. Her dynamic is pretty fun. I think it's just great. Like, because I didn't watch any trailers or anything going into this except like
I didn't either.
I was just like, as soon as they announced that they were doing a Spider-Man Noir show, I was like, oh, I was just immediately just going to watch it. So I would need to see anything else. Nicolas Cage in a Spider-Man Noir live action. Yeah, I'm obviously going to watch that. And so I was like, not sure exactly what to expect. But after the first episode, I was like, okay, this hooked me. I'm gonna keep watching. So much so, in fact, that I have not watched any anime today. And Sunday's usually my anime day.
Every day time left, so
every day is an anime day. So I'll probably, but no, after this podcast is over, I'm going right back to watching Spider-Man Noir because I want to finish it.
Well, I am gonna. I don't know if you saw when the intro is starting. I was like kind of off screen a little. I was trying to find my ibuprofen. Like my back has been like killing me the whole time. So that's the first thing I'm looking for when this is over.
Well, we have very different journeys. You're going to be looking for the drugs. I'm going to be looking for the bathroom to pee, and then I'm going to be looking for the remote.
I will say this: I have come to a very disappointing discovery. I told you that like one of the things that I the last 2 weeks has been really weird. We've had just a lot of stuff going on where we had to like go places, and I like the whole Lego Batman, like trying to manage everything, and just it's been a weird 2 weeks. And part of it has been I've just been feeling so drained and like really struggling. Like I've been very tired, and it's really giving me a hard time. And I've come to find out I cannot take melatonin. My wife has been taking it, and I struggle to sleep in general. And I was like, you know what? I'll try it. And they're like these little strawberry gummies, and they're absolutely delicious. I want to eat the whole package, but I took them for like a week straight, and I would sleep for about 3 or 4 hours really good. And then I was like, after that. But what was happening is it was just affecting me just enough not to sleep the rest of the day. And I was just so tired and worn down. And I stopped taking it a couple days ago, and I feel back to normal. Like, so it's absolutely the melatonin. I just can't take it, because it's just gonna like destroy me. Like Like, I don't think it's like hurting me per se, but it just, it's not having, it's not making me sleep enough, and it's making me just way too tired. You know what I mean? So that sucks.
I never had trouble sleeping. Love me some good sleep, but I was feeling more sleepy, but I've been full of energy the last few days because I just been eating better. Turns out if you just have a good diet, you feel good. So I want to have plenty of energy to watch the downfall of the Thunder.
I've been making smoothies a lot this week. I finally figured out the best like formula, the recipe to make them. Smoothies. There's a place, it's a chain. It's called Fresh Monkey, and we have one near us. And after I went to one of the times I went to Summer Game Fest, I had what was it called? Jamba Juice for the first time. And I kept talking about it. I'm like, oh my God, I had this like smoothie there. It was so good. It wasn't really a smoothie, I guess, but ever since I got home, I've been like struggling to find something that was as good. And I finally found this place, and it's amazing. I love it. We love going there. And we bought a Ninja blender thing over Christmas. And my plan was to try to make them myself. The first time I made it, it came out awful. And I did not, it was really weird the way it tasted, and I didn't know what I did wrong. And then I figured out what I did wrong. I used fresh fruit, and I used ice, and all the formulas use frozen fruit and no ice. And just that change alone made all the difference. It tastes so much better. It's weird. You'd think fresh fruit would be better. It's not. The frozen fruit, just like, that's all the ice you need per se. And I finally figured out the right like mixture, and I've been doing smoothies a lot this week. So
I used to be an expert actually, because when I was training for basketball, I got into smoothies because I got a health book from LL Cool J. Nice. I bought it, and he had a bunch of workouts and recipes and stuff like that. And in it, there was a smoothie recipe, and I remember most of it. It was like vanilla whey protein powder, walnuts, frozen bananas, and some orange juice and some other stuff. And I just got in the habit of making that. I loved it. It was super healthy, super good for you. And I just would make them every day. I love a good smoothie. I never really ordered from like chains or anything like that. If I was going to order a shake from a chain, it would literally just be a shake, like a milkshake. I always felt like, what if I want to order a smoothie? I could just make it.
I'm at that point now. I do love this business. They're a great business. The lady that owns it, whenever I come in, she's like, "Oh, hey Jason, how you doing?" Because one time I caught her like making a TikTok video, and I could tell that she was slightly embarrassed by it. And I just looked at her and I said, "Don't worry, I'm a YouTuber. I understand. You're fine. You did a great job." And then we talked a little bit. So like, she always like remembers me, and that's cool to me.
I will say watching people record TikToks is never not cringe.
yeah, but like, she's just doing it for the business. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's good.
So I respect it. It's fine. We all got to hustle. We all got to do our thing. 100%. And that's why when I did that elevator thing, I like looked outside the elevator when it opened, and I was like, "Oh, good, there's nobody there. It's not that embarrassing." Trust me, I understood. I looked around to make sure nobody was coming before I started recording. So yeah.
Like I watched it came across my algorithm. One of the food reviewers I watched shorts of. He went to the that guy he went viral. The Akiway, he runs that store where he makes
I've heard something like that.
Yeah, he makes these chopped cheese sandwiches, and now he has he has celebrities come in and they put a bunch of weird shit in there, and he makes it and he makes them a chop cheese errors the Aki way. So it popped up on my timeline. This probably few viewer I watch. He sees viral stuff and he'll try it out and see if it's worth the money. So he actually finally went to the Akiway's actual store, and he filmed himself going in and ordering it, and it just looks so dystopian. It was just like this fairly nice looking store, very very nice, but there was no one shopping. Like there was no it looked like a supermarket almost, but yeah, the area where they cook the chopped cheese and everything like that, and the only people in the store were influencers. Like they were just people, and like he walks in and you see an influencer doing a bit, and the guy behind the counter is like, the Yaki way, but it's the hilarious thing. It wasn't the original guy. He apparently is not there all the time, so he has like a lookalike come in and like do the whole bit when he's not there. But this guy sounded like he'd done it about 300 times that day. It was just kind of over. So he just read the whole bit. So the guy did it. He got I think he got hot Cheetos on his chopped cheese. He justified it. He said it was justified. He said it was good, but I just thought it looked so so weird, like, because I'm like, this is the society we live in, just people filming TikToks and just
it's funny that we got this far in and I haven't talked about it yet. Like, I would love to keep going with that, but I do want to say, if you haven't heard about this bricks and minifigs situation, it is fucking insane. I have watched so many videos about this now.
I forgot whose video. I know Charlie made one.
Yeah. Is that Moist Critical?
Yeah, Moist Critical. Yeah, I watched a little bit of that. I watched the first. I think I watched like a compilation of like the first part of the saga, and I was just like, what the actual fuck is going on?
Yeah. So I watched the guy's actual video, his first and second episode. The first episode is fucking wild. The second episode, where he goes to Utah and deals with their local police, who had to issue a statement today because he put out this part 2.
Yeah.
Part 2 is behind his Patreon, and he released it to everybody last night. That is some corrupt shit. It reminds me of the Karen Reed case.
Yeah, I was thinking that was immediately what I thought of when I heard about this case. When the police got involved, I was like, wait, this is like insanely corrupt. Like I'm never surprised when I hear about police corruption, because police in this country are unbelievably corrupt. But but when it's so like blatant and egregious like that, like it's just always wild.
Yeah, I don't understand like I don't understand how they can justify anything that was in the videos, even if you want to say it was doctored, heavily edited and swayed in his favor. Like, you pulled him over and told him it was because he didn't stop at a stop sign, when very, very clearly he did, and then immediately looked for the person you were looking for, knew who it was. You absolutely intentionally pulled him over without cause. 100%. Like, and then you tried to, like, they used the police to say he had heroin. There is very clearly no signs of heroin. They tried to tell the guy, well, your eyes are kind of like whatever, dilated. He's like, I've literally never done a drug in my life. I don't drink. Like, I will take any test you want me to. Like, absolutely wild on all levels. And I heard part 3 is crazy too. So I hope that gets released soon. But
I'm just glad that I'm just glad that everyone besides Black people understand how terrible cops are now. Like, this one have been like, I think one of my favorite developments of the internet and social media is that now everyone now sees it. It used to just kind of be our thing.
I don't want to say I'm pro cop typically, but I just have to believe that there are good cops out there. But my trust has been so shaken these last few years. Like, not just the Karen Reed stuff, but I like my cousin, like I said, I've said a few times, he's a state trooper. I know I know he does things the right way. I know it in my heart. And I just always think of him when I think of police work, because I just know through all the stories I've heard with him and how he's usually the one that has to, like, deal with the people that aren't doing it right.
Yeah.
I just, it's hard for me knowing that, like, everybody makes his job harder. You know what I mean? He was one of the responders for what was it? The one that Alex Jones lost everything over?
Sandy Hook.
Yeah, like he was one of the responders to Sandy Hook. Like he was a pallbearer at multiple funerals. He was like in USA Today as like one of the state troopers representing at one of the funerals.
Yeah, I think I just think it's unfortunate that because I do know I've seen, like, obviously instances of and even met some decent police officers, but
yeah,
it's just the fact that
I understand
the system, the way it's set up, incentivizes cops to be corrupt, and many take advantage of it.
Yeah, and this whole Utah situation, it's like, imagine coming right out, we do things different here. Like that quote will live on forever, like all-time quote. Like when you're basically telling me, no, we're gonna fuck you over. Like that's what I took that as.
Yeah, we make our own laws. We don't follow the Constitution. We don't follow the law. The state of the United States of America, we do what we want. That's literally what they were saying. Like,
even like the lady that does the redactions, like basically saying, no, I did everything right. And he literally found a part that she fucked up and didn't redact and matched it up to where it is in the other officer's like body cam.
Yeah.
And he is literally giving them pushback. Like, what are we doing? They didn't, like, this isn't illegal. They're not doing anything wrong. Like, that is what they redacted and said it was like, that it was on, like, you couldn't disclose that information. No, you were hiding it. So like it's, and I've seen,
if we had a just system, that whole department would be like swarm with federal investigations and turnovers.
I do think there is some RICO possibilities here. Like I think if the right people can pay attention, I do think there's an opportunity here for some,
Unfortunately, we don't have the right people in charge right now. So
yeah,
we're kind of fucked.
They're lucky they're in Utah. I'll say that, because like if this was East Coast or I don't know, it is getting to the right people though. Like bigger and bigger people are starting to take notice. I know that like Coffee something guy,
Coffeezilla,
yeah, he's trying to work on something. I mean, obviously the Penguin Zero guy, or Moist Critical, I think is what he's called.
Moist Critical.
I don't really watch him very much, but like I watched his whole video.
I generally enjoy Charlie's content, and also he was great in Dispatch.
Oh, I didn't realize he was in it.
Yeah, he plays Sonar, the bat.
Yeah, I'll have you heard of Timcast?
I do know Tim Pool, yeah.
Okay. So the guy Turtle Boy that I know that like broke the Karen Reed case, he was supposed to be on Timcast on Thursday and got canceled because the lawyers for the real murderers basically sent him like this threatening letter. And I was always on the impression that Timcast was like a very big First Amendment guy. This like blew up in their face because he canceled them, and in his like announcement of why he posted the letter, and he basically in all caps, definitely don't read or listen to anything Turtle Boy has said or will say. And like that one tweet, like normally his tweets get, a few 100,000 views. That tweet's gone over like 1 million views, and Turtle Boy has picked up like 3,000 followers just on Twitter alone in the last few days. All of his videos are spiking. These people are fucking stupid. I can't believe they did this. They've never done this before. But yeah, it's wild. But
I used to watch Timcast before he became a grifter, unfortunately.
I don't know much about him. I do know that Phil from All That Remains is a regular guest with him. And I love Phil.
Yeah. He joined when I started phasing out of Timcast, because that was he joined when Tim had gone into the right wing grift pipeline, and Phil joined on, and I was like, yeah.
Well, I was just excited for Aiden to have like a good opportunity to get the story in front of new people.
Yeah, good for Turbo though. Yeah,
but I think tomorrow he's going to be on with somebody just as big, and I think he's going to end up back on Timcast. But yeah, it's wild. They're like suing him for defamation, and like the letter that was sent. Like I follow a lot of like law tubers now, and all of them are like, "Oh, he fucked up." Like I know that this guy's controversial, Rakita Law. But he's like reading through. He goes,
he's also like, in the right wing grift pipeline.
Sure, but like he's like, oh, you fucked up because you just admitted that this is because of what you did and not because of what he did. You're saying that all of these problems are because you just did the right thing and testified, but you're suing him for saying that all of this is happening because of his conspiracy with Karen Reed to like, this whole big conspiracy. So yeah, it's crazy.
I'm surprised AJ DeBonsta could stand to live in Utah so long.
Yeah, he's gonna have in Washington, I guess.
I think they trade that pick.
Yeah,
I think they trade that pick.
Well, I think
they're gonna work out a trade.
I think what's his face, the unibrow wants out.
Oh, Davis absolutely wants out. That's why I would not be surprised if, in fact, I would not be surprised if the Wizards are intending to draft Boozer because they know they're getting rid of AD.
Yeah, dude, the Karen Reed story is a fucking. It is a rabbit hole that you will not believe. It is just wild. You know what? Actually, hold on. I think this is a quick video.
They gotta hurry up. They gotta hurry up and do a big Netflix thing, like a big budget Netflix thing.
Wait, hold on. I don't know if this is the right one. It's about 3 minutes. I don't know if we want to dedicate 3 minutes to it, but there is
Jay's pretty much an expert. Essentially, it's a woman was falsely accused of murdering her ex-boyfriend, who was a police officer, with a car. Turns out from all the available evidence, the police murdered him and attempted to cover up by framing her, and they were comedically bad at it.
It's the FBI got involved, and they turned over their evidence to both sides, which is extremely rare in a case that they're not actually done investigating. They couldn't they couldn't get involved federally because they were investigating the DA's office, and that's how they found this, not the actual case itself. So basically what happened is they went to a party. She was dropping him off at this guy's house, and she left. All right. He ends up dead in the snow in the front yard. They try to pin it on her, saying she must have backed into him. He's got dog bites all up and down his arm. The temperature doesn't add up for being out all night. Like you can tell he's been out there more recently. So what happens is he probably went in the house, and they think he got into a fight. Something probably accidental happened, and he hit his head and just bled out. And instead of calling 911, they threw him in the backyard and waited, and then in the morning pulled him out, and they were going to blame the plow driver. They were going to say, oh, we must have got hit by a plow. But then they found out that Karen Reed backed into his car, and she's like, I don't know, like my taillight's cracked. I backed into John's car, backing out, and they used that to their advantage.
Yep.
One of the people Googled how long to die in cold at 2:27 in the morning. Why would you be Googling that hours before he was ever found? Okay. And then it goes so, I'm telling you, the more you read about the things that they've found, and there's stuff, I guess, that isn't even out yet, still, because it was under protective orders or whatever. It's just this insane rabbit hole to go down. And there is no, literally, there's a company that the FBI hired to do some studies. They do research for NASA and the NHL. Okay. This is a highly respected company, and they determined that he was not hit by a car. It is literally physically impossible for him to have been hit by a car hard enough to have died. Okay. Or even be incapacitated in any way based on the injuries. He had no broken bones whatsoever. No broken bones anywhere. Okay. He had no injuries anywhere other than his arm and his head. No other injuries. Explain it. How were you hit by a car and die, and your only injuries are to one arm and your head? That's impossible. There's no way that you were hit hard enough only in the head and the arm and die. And nobody driving by, it's not like a super populated road, but there's enough people that are driving by throughout the night. Nobody saw his body there, including the people that left the party. So she drops him off at 11:15, and the people that were at the party left at 12:30. So they would have driven right by him. He was right by the side of the road if he was there. Nobody saw him, anybody, at any point in the night. It's insane. I'm sorry.
No, I love how passionate Jay gets about, but it's justified, because I was just sitting there because it's bad because I'm someone who already held a deep distrust and dislike of law enforcement, and even I was just like, what the fuck? Mainly because this is a white woman, and this just goes to show they don't care. They don't care anymore. Usually they used to mostly reserve this treatment for minorities, but now anybody can get it.
So in crazy. Here, you bring up the snow. Okay. It was a blizzard that night, but there was only 2 to maybe 3 inches of snow on the ground at that point in the morning. All the big snow came after. And at that point in the morning, they found some clear glass in the snow where they were using leaf blowers to clear the snow, which is totally official. Yeah. And they found clear glass, but they did not find any of the 32 or so pieces of red taillight they would later find over the course of 3 weeks. Just randomly kept appearing. You're okay. So how is it that scattered? Number one, and it's not literally hours after supposedly it was there. It just kept magically appearing. Okay. They had 3 random. I could just go on all night, and I think Sadat wants to watch anime, and I want to find Tylenol.
I want to continue watching Spider-Man Noir.
Spider-Man Noir, not anime. Sorry.
In black and white, the way God intended, and also pee on the way. But I appreciate everyone as usual for hanging out. We always have a lot of fun with these. I don't think we'll I don't know when Jay's good.
I'll be in LA until Tuesday.
Yeah, he'll be on LA to Tuesday, so no show next week. Just a heads up. But you can get your Sadat and Jay fix by watching me stream all of the events. I'll be co-streaming the State of Play, Summer Game Fest. They also invited me to stream the Summer Game Fest feature game show. And of course, I'll be streaming the Xbox Showcase as well. Jay will be there in person, and so you probably expect some vlog content at some point, maybe.
Yeah, I think I might be able to do some recording of stuff there, but most of the stuff is just kind of playing, and I do have an interview for a very large ongoing game with one of the devs, so that's kind of cool. I'm hoping I can do that very well, but I am playing a moderately anticipated game featuring an extremely popular franchise. So that'll be cool.
Yes, I will. I too know about what he's referring to, and that is an accurate description. So appreciate everyone locking. I'll probably stream tomorrow as well. Just kind of hang out, do a preview of some of the state of play, just to give my theories and whatnot, or if there's some leaks, I'll cover those as well. So thank you all for joining in. Make sure, if you haven't already, check out Spider-Man Noir in black and white.
Color.
And and of course, NBA Finals kickoff next week as well. Looking forward to Ethical Hoops returning. That's going to be a lot of fun. And of course, the week after next is the debut of Cyclops in Marvel Rivals. Can't wait to see what he is. Even I don't know what role he is this time around. Not yet. So I will know before you all, but I don't know yet, unfortunately. But I'm excited. It's a lot of cool shit happening. Generally great time to be a gamer. I'm Scott the Gamer.
I am not Casual Avenger.
But we appreciate our deep dish king. Zip it up and zip it out. Peace, my naysayers.